Hey everyone, Andrew back for another Barista Basics video. So I have some pretty sad news to report. My dad passed away 3 days ago. It's Wednesday. Yeah, 3 days ago. We found out 2 days ago. And I wasn't really sure if I was going to film this video because truthfully I didn't really feel much up to it, considering, but I don't know. I just kind of thought, like, I think my dad used to watch my videos sometimes. Probably he wasn't an avid fan, but I think he watched them sometimes. So I think I'd like to kind of dedicate this video to him, and so the premise of the video is that I'm going to make a cup of coffee like how my family likes it, how my dad liked it, kind of just in honor of him. I couldn't, I feel like if I were to do a video this week, it would have to be something related to my dad. So that's what we're gonna do. Sorry to be kind of a bummer, but yeah, not in the highest of spirits. Also, sorry, my hair looks like absolute garbage. I just got off work at Starbucks. Anyways, I just got off work at Starbucks, so my hair looks like an absolute mess because it was up all day. But that's not really what's important. Let's just make some coffee. Make a cup of coffee for my dad. He won't be able to enjoy it, unfortunately, but, it's the thought that counts, I guess, right? So, I have here this coffee machine. It is a Cuisinart. Yeah, this is what my family has used for literally years to make coffee. So that's the machine that we're gonna use today. I guess this could also be kind of like, not a tutorial, but I guess kind of a tutorial, how to use this kind of coffee machine and how to properly, make a cup of coffee with it. So we have that. I guess I should show the other components of it. We have here the coffee pot itself. This we're going to fill up with water, and I can show y'all once we get into it, but we fill that up with water, and then eventually that's what the coffee gets, obviously, like, brewed into. We have this little top piece here that our filter goes into, as well as, obviously, the coffee grounds. This is the top to our coffee pot. Then we have a filter, of course, and then we have one of my dad's favorite brands of coffee, Melita. I've never actually looked at how to pronounce it. Melita, I guess. This is one of his favorites. He would always have a cup of coffee with this or another Melita brand sometimes, but he really liked it. And then also, my family always added a little bit of salt in with the ground coffee, as well as a little bit of cinnamon. That's kind of my dad's special touch that he taught us as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and make my dad a cup of coffee, I guess. So the first thing we need to do is fill this up with the amount of water we need. Now, usually my family makes 4 cups, I guess it would equivalent to, but essentially you might be able to see these numbers here. And so we're gonna fill it up to the 4 line. And then I guess also while, probably not during this step, I'm gonna talk about it, but maybe while we're waiting for the coffee to brew, maybe I could share some memories about my dad, and yeah, that might be nice. I don't really know. I never really thought I would be filming a video under these circumstances, but here we are, I guess. But so anyway, so we have our 4 thingies of water in here, and can I flip the camera? I don't think I can. There's this little, God, I'm so stupid. You can see me pouring water into this little crevice here, and that is where we put the water, obviously, so that the coffee can be brewed through hot water. So we pop that in there, and then we can go ahead and return the top onto our coffee pot here, and we place it right in this nifty little compartment. So that's all set. Now what we need to do is put our our main vessel here into the machine. We need to fold up. Maybe I can, oh my God, look at me. Okay. We need to fold this up, and it has nice perforated edges, so you just fold it along one side, the other side, and you open it. Cute little coffee filter cone. Okay. And then whenever, well, we get coffee like this, and so these kinds of coffees come with this nifty little, I guess, scoop that perfectly measures it. So since we did 4 like thingies up to the 4 line of water, we're gonna do 4 scoops of the coffee itself. Smells very good. I always have a lot of memories associated with the smell of this coffee, let me tell you. So 3 and 4. Cute. We can go ahead and return that into its thing. Looking good. Sorry if this video is a little weird, but I'm doing a lot of moving as opposed to my Dalgona coffee video where I basically stayed at one spot the whole time. But now we're just adding a little bit of salt. Just a little bit, not too much is necessary. And then a dash of cinnamon. Okay, cool. Let's retire these things. Okay, so we have our machine plugged in. We have the water in this component. We have our coffee filter as well as the coffee itself with a little bit of salt and cinnamon. I also like to give it a little bit of a jostle so everything kind of gets a little mixed. And we have our coffee pot in the bottom nicely placed. We can go ahead and close the top. Gorgeous. And on this machine, you know, sometimes if we were making a lot of coffee, we would do more than to the 4 line of water in the coffee pot. But there's this nifty little button on here that says 1 through 4, if that's how many you're brewing, which we are. So you press that button, and then you just turn this little guy to the side, and it'll start brewing our coffee. So that kind of honestly takes a bit of time. So I guess we will see how, I mean, I have countless stories to share about my dad, so I guess I could talk for 10 years about it. But I can try to think of some while we wait for this. I'll go ahead and sit by the stairs here. My Starbucks apron in the back, hey. So probably one of the biggest memories I have with my dad is him taking me golfing a lot. My dad loved to golf. That was like his favorite pastime, really. He liked to fish too sometimes, but golfing was like his thing. Golfing was like his thing. And he really, I don't want to say forced, but he definitely was very enthusiastic about me trying to get into golf and everything. So when he would go golfing, when I was a kid, you know, in the summertime when it was nice, he would drag me along. And, you know, of course, since I didn't really want to be there, I would like pout and, you know, complain, whatever. And he would essentially have to bribe me with some sort of incentive. He'd be like, well, Andrew, if you, you know, if you get par on this hole, then, you know, or if you can make it, you know, if you can make it into the, if you can finish the hole in fewer than these amount of strokes, then, you know, I would get something. Like, for example, I remember this one time we made a bet that I wouldn't be able to chip a golf ball over one of like the little creeks at the golf course that we used to go to all the time. And he was like, if you are able to do that, then I will buy you a new game for your GameCube. And I was like, okay, bet. Like, we're talking about GameCube games here. Like, I'm gonna do it. And lo and behold, I think the power of, you know, incentivizing video games got to me, and I was able to make it over the creek. And my dad actually came through on his side of the deal, and he bought me a new game. I can't quite remember what game it was. It might have been I think it was like some weird Looney Tunes game or something. I don't even remember the name of it. But that game was crazy fun. If anybody remembers that game for the GameCube, I used to play that like it was my job. But I'm pretty sure he got me that game. Or he may have, no, sorry. I think actually what it was, he didn't buy me a game. He said that we could rent a game from Blockbuster. That was when Blockbuster was still a thing. And he was, that's it. He was like, yeah, we can rent a game if you do this. And I did it, and we went to Blockbuster, and I'm pretty sure it was the Avatar game for the GameCube. Another great game. I would kill to play that game again. But yeah, that's just one example of a really good memory I have with my dad. Another one that's kind of even funnier is kind of a similar situation where we were golfing and he was, you know, had to meet some sort of like, what's the word? Like stipulation to get some sort of reward. And for the longest time, I wanted to learn karate because both of my older siblings did karate when they were younger. And, you know, like I'd see pictures of them occasionally, or we have some home videos of them doing karate and stuff. So so they did karate, and I really wanted to do karate too. So I remember this one time my dad took me to the golf course, and I was like, okay, like I'll come with you, and if I do this certain thing, then will you let me take karate lessons? And he was like, he was always hesitant about it, but he agreed then for some reason. And I did the thing. I remember I did whatever it was. I think it was just getting like, getting below amount of strokes for a certain hole, which I accomplished. And he did not keep his promise, unfortunately. I never got karate lessons. I honestly held that over his head, even like as recent as a year ago, probably. I still, it's something that hurts. It cuts close. But yeah, so we would always do that, which was fun. I guess I should have cherished that time more. Of course, when you're a kid and stuff, and if it's not something you want to do or you're interested in, you're going to complain and you're not really going to enjoy your time there. But my dad always managed to make it fun, and he was kind of a hard ass sometimes, but one of the most caring guys. If you know him, you know him, and you know that. But yeah, so those were some pretty fun memories. Probably my ones that I think about first. Other memories I have with my dad, I guess. Other ones that really stick out to me are going to the Fireman's Fair, which is a little fair that happens I think it's in Fairhaven, which is a town near mine in New Jersey. And yeah, I think it's Fairhaven. Anyways, it's a really fun fair, whatever. They have rides and stuff. We'd always go there early to eat. Me and him would always get some sort of clam chowder, usually the Manhattan clam chowder. Super good. But yeah, I remember we used to do that every year. Every single year we would do it. Unfortunately, I was not able to go at all the past 4 years. It's probably going to be canceled this year because of Corona. But I wasn't able to go the last 4 years because I was in school in South Carolina when it happens. I think it occurs usually like mid to late September time. And so I was in school. I was literally in South Carolina during those times. So I was unable to participate with my family, which always made me a little sad. I guess I'll never be able to go to the fair with him again, which is a kind of weird thought to think about. But yeah, so I have really fond memories there. I remember when I was a kid, I would be really scared to go on like the roller coasters and stuff. Well, they're not roller coasters, the rides and stuff. I think the coffee's done, but I'll wrap up this story real quick. I remember when I was young, I'd always be really scared, so I'd always be like hanging around my dad and stuff while my older siblings, well, not my brother so much, but my sister would go on. Actually, nobody really went on the rides because my sister doesn't like rides and my brother can't go on rides. So we would all just kind of be hanging out together. But then I remember like getting to like late middle school, like high school time, and I'd always be like ditching my family to like hang out with my friends at the fair or whatever. And yeah, so that was fun. And always, you know, I will never be able to not associate the fair with my dad. And the next time I go, I probably will cry. So if you see me at the fair, mind your business. But yeah, okay, so those were some fun stories about my dad. I have countless more. Honestly, I can't even, like, my brain can't even recall all of them right now because there's just so many. But I'm pretty sure I heard the machine beep. So cute. We have our coffee. She is all done, nice and brewed. As you can see, it's like right up to the 4 line, which we love. I guess I will go ahead and pour one out. Pour a cup and sip on it a little bit. This is one of my dad's favorite mugs, Krispy Kreme mug. Also good memories. Oh my God, bringing back more memories. We used to go to Krispy Kreme quite a bit. That was back when my grandfather was still alive, his father. We would go to a Krispy Kreme that was kind of far away. And yeah, we would go there. And I remember getting the little like boat hat thingies, you know, the paper hats. And they would, you know, they had those glass windows and you could watch like the donuts be made and everything. It was super sick. So those are some pretty fun memories too. But he always loved using the Krispy Kreme mug. So I will go ahead and do that in his honor. I said I'm fixing this cup for my dad, but he obviously is not here to drink it, unfortunately. So I'm going to customize it how I would like it. My dad never added sugar or anything in his coffee. He liked it pretty much black with just a splash of heavy cream. I, on the other hand, am a big old baby, so I could not be as hard as my dad. I just added some sugar into it, and I, as well, am going to add some heavy cream. If I could find it, here we are. My dad's favorite heavy cream, just Food Town brand, which is, if you're unfamiliar, a grocery store chain. I know there's a bunch in New Jersey, but I'm sure they're in other places up north too, but I don't think they have them anywhere else. I could be wrong, I probably am. But yeah, always the heavy cream that my dad would get. Let's go ahead and retire that, and then I can take a sip of the coffee, and then I can conclude the video. So, give it a good stir, cute. Rinse my spoon off. Okay, let me return to my seat, and let's take a sip of this coffee. Ugh. Cheers, Dad, to your memory. Good stuff. I wish you guys could have some too. Well, now you can. If you know, have that machine or something kind of similar, you now know how to operate it, or, like I said, at least operate a machine kind of similar to it. It's really not rocket science, clearly. If I can do it, then anybody can do it. But yeah, I'll take another sip and then I can conclude this video. So good. Okay. So yeah, I guess I will just say a few words to my dad. I love you, of course, and I and everybody home misses you terribly. It's never going to quite be the same, there are certain things that I will never be able to think about without thinking of you, and probably feeling sad over it. But I know that you would want me to continue to work hard and try my best and, you know, stay positive. So that is what I will try to do. I really hope that I was able to make you proud. I know, you know, obviously no kid is perfect, and I am no exception to that. But I think I did a pretty good job of making you proud, at least academic-wise. You always were really encouraging and always were telling, you know, pushing me to do my best and try to be better, but still, you know, not in like a mean way though, of course. And yeah, it just really sucks, and it feels pretty weird. But yeah, I love you. I miss you so much. It kills me. And everybody obviously here misses you. Lindsay, AJ, and Ma all miss you a lot. Your brother and sister, you know, moms, relative, everybody misses you greatly. Your friends and stuff. But now you're reunited with your parents. You get to play as much golf as you want all the time with your father. So I hope that you guys are killing it up there, getting below par, getting eagles and birdies and stuff. But yeah, love you, and I always will. That won't ever change. So, okay. Anyways, so sorry. You know what? I apologize in the beginning of this video, but I'm not sorry. I am doing this for me and for my dad. So if this video makes you uncomfortable, or if nobody ever sees this video, I don't really care. But yeah, this video was for you, Dad. So I hope that you liked it, and I hope that I did you proud by making that cup of coffee, like how you taught me. But yeah, so I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I hope that you guys are having a better time recently than I'm having. I hope that you guys are continuing to, you know, be safe and sane and healthy and practicing proper coronavirus safety procedures. Excuse me. And yeah, I just hope that you are doing the smart thing and staying home even though stuff is opening. Please, it's not worth it. Whatever you want to do, it's not worth it. It's just not. You can stay home. You don't need to go out and drink or go to, you know, go shop or whatever. You know, this virus was something that took my dad from me and my family, and I think it's something that, I mean, of course, people are taking it seriously, and everybody in my family was taking it seriously, but now the magnitude of it definitely has kind of come crashing in on me and my family. So now, if I was a dick about it before, I'm most certainly going to be a dick about it now. Stay home. Just stay home. There's no need for you to go out, okay? Just stay home, because you don't know who you might get sick or who you might lose because of it. So just do the smart thing and stay home, okay? Okay, that's it. Yeah, so with all that said, again, I love you, Dad. I hope that you like this video, and I love you, and I love you guys, and I hope that you are taking care. And I will probably see you guys on Saturday for the final part of Coffee Talk. I don't really know if, I think if I can film this video, I can film that one, but we'll see. I'll let you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for checking the video out. I appreciate you guys, I love you guys, and I love you, Dad. Bye.